Hey again. So in the last video, we showed you how to pair a Stripe account with a unlock checkout form so that you can facilitate the sale of your tickets, deliver NFTs to purchasers. And then also now in this video, what we're going to show you is how that comes full circle, going from the step where we buy a ticket from a checkout page, we receive the NFT on our wallet, we get brought to a thank you page that is set up by the event organizer, which then directs us to a room on Sentr3 where the utilities can be claimed, whether it be access to the QR codes to enter an event, exclusive offers set up in a gated Shopify, or an exclusive community or exclusive content. So in this room we had set up in the prior video, we went and added some settings so that we can show you and demo you the Shopify functionality. And we also went in, changed a few of the settings related to the custom lock message and onboarding instructions. So this room has been gated to require the person trying to enter it to hold one of this specific NFT, the one we minted in the earlier video. So what happens if someone tries to go to the room that is this room here? If they don't hold the NFT, the particular NFT, is you'll see that they see this custom lock message here, and they're clearly directed on where to go to actually buy the NFT. So all of this messaging here can be customized to make the onboarding experience a lot smoother. So let me grab my URL here, and in our Chrome browser, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this entire flow. So imagine I was at this step and I couldn't get in the room. Now the logical thing I need to do is buy the NFT so I can get into the room and unlock my access passes. So let's do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and buy a ticket. And this is where I will be redirected to the unlock checkout form that's been configured with Stripe. So we see here that my wallet's connected, and so I can just proceed. This is a new wallet that's never interacted with this checkout form, and it's never interacted with Sentr3. So you're going to see exactly how it goes from beginning to end. So you see that when I get to this payment step here, I actually have an option to pay by card. Since I've associated this lock, meaning the smart contract, with my Stripe account. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what the Stripe form looks like, because it's pretty perfect. So we sign this transaction. And now, as you see here, the Stripe form has loaded up. And so if I wanted, I could buy this NFT with my credit card and it would be delivered to my address. So I'm going to go back and we're going to pay by crypto, just because we're not going to waste real money when we can waste testnet money. So right now it's loading up and it's going to prompt me to pay the amount for the ticket. And so if I go here and I simply click confirm, the NFT transaction is propagating with the network, once it's done, this will switch to complete. So we see that the transaction is complete. The checkout form has told me so. And so now if I click on return to site, we'll be brought to our thank you page. So hosts can set up thank you pages like these during onboarding. If they don't have one on their own website, we can host one on Sentr3 for them. And we simply kind of give a bit of education on how to then claim the ticket they just purchased, right? So just so that the onboarding process is smooth for the event attendee. So now that you've read this, you understand that you have to click on this button, and then you have to sign up to Sentr3 using the same wallet you used or using the unlock account that you created if you didn't have a wallet at the moment of purchase. So, and then if at any point in time a user gets stuck, they can always just write to the host. So let's click go. So now I'm brought to the room, the NFT ticketing room. It's gated. I need to hold one of the tokens related to the lock I just purchased. And so now I'm going to sign up with the same MetaMask wallet that I just purchased the lock with. So we're just, again, always a good thing to do is just to verify that you're using the right wallet. If you are, boom. So now we are on the right wallet, and now when we'll click sign in with MetaMask, the right tokens will be being checked in order to grant us access. So here I'm just going to click on MetaMask. I'm going to sign the transaction. Going to choose the username, unlock testing 22. We will be able to enter the moment that our balance is fetched. And so for new users, there is a small delay in how quickly the balance gets checked. The delay is 5 minutes. So that's why in the onboarding notice, it's important to you can tell the users to wait a minute or two before they try entering the room. The other thing that they can really do that's even more simple is they can just click here on the refresh button and their balance will be tabulated. So let's click it. And then boom, we see that our balance was tabulated, and now if we reload this page, we'll be able to enter. And now that we're able to enter, we're actually able to add the room to our favorites if we haven't already. This is just a staging bug right now, but regularly when you enter a room through a room URL, the room is automatically added to your favorites the moment you qualify to enter it. So we're in the room. We just bought the NFT in the checkout form. We just went to the thank you page, clicked on the room link, logged in, and now we have everything we need to claim the utilities we were promised as an attendee at the event, whether it be exclusive merch for attendees, exclusive content for attendees, or community, and also the access pass that you would show at the door at the registration so you could get your bracelet. So let me click on access passes first so we can go and see what access passes are there. So we set up an event called Eiffel Tower Holders Weekly Meetup just to demonstrate the QR code functionality. And all of this works on the mobile app as well. And so when attendees go to the event, they can either load up the web app through a MetaMask browser or any other browser or dApp browser, or they could go directly on the Sentr3 mobile app, and all of the rooms that they qualify to be in will appear in their favorites tab, or all the ones that they've interacted with will appear in their favorites tab. And all the wallets that have been connected will keep fetching, the balance will keep getting refreshed and checked in order to ensure that the attendee is still holding the NFT related to attending the event. So the QR code system is very simple. When you get to the event, you would simply show this to what we would call a bouncer, and bouncers get assigned at the room level. And moderators, administrators, and bouncers can all scan passes at the door. And you can actually, as a host, create more than one concurrent event within a room for different times, different locations, and they'll each have their own access pass. And then you can assign different bouncers to different events. So this just allows it to be kind of like an operational, like blank canvas, where it comes blank and you set it up according to your existing processes. So we just looked at how we would have our access pass scan to gain entry to an event. Now let's look at the community level, what's possible. Let's just go into dark theme because it's more pleasing. So you see here in the channels that have been set up, we set up 2 demo channels just to demonstrate what they are. And you can click on a channel at any time, and if the channel has been set as a chat like channel, then you're able to write in there and reply to others and stuff like that. But the channels can also be set as announcement only channels, so that attendees can't write in them, only the hosts can. So in this case of these 2, they've been set up as announcement channels. So let's look at how that looks for a host. So Jason here has been set as a host in this room. And so if we go into the community, we see all the channels here. And if I click on any channel, I see the parameters that are there. So I can decide, do I want this channel to be read-only? Do I want it to be gated according to the criteria of the room? Or do I want it to be public? Do I want to sort these in whatever order I want? If I have multiple categories, do I want to sort them in a particular order? And like I said, these become like a blank canvas. And so let's go back. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's keep going. We have exclusive content that can kind of be posted in a feed or Twitter feed like manner. So let's make a post. Hello. So when I'm in this room, we see here where these settings can come into play, where we can hide reactions, we can hide the comment feed, we can make this room feed only comment only. So I'll give you an example of what commenting, liking, and bookmarking looks like in Sentr3. So if I'm to go and wanted to comment on this post, I would just click on it and I would comment. If I go back, now we see that the comment is there, and then anyone can see the preview. So if a bunch of comments stack up, this number goes up and the other comments get listed there. We also have the concept of unlimited nested comments, so you can reply with infinite depth to other users within a feed. So this is great for education. And let's keep going. So now, last but not least, we have the gated Shopify that we've set up here. So we just need these 3 parameters, and then you can actually gate a Shopify within your room. So this is great for like exclusive merch offers and stuff like that, and then all of your e-commerce operations stays on Shopify. So we've integrated the SDK so that the buy button functionality can work directly within the app. This works on desktop as well as the native mobile app. and the purchasing all happens within the app through Shopify. So the interesting part about that is that the data associated with orders stays separate from the data associated with attendees, and so that preserves attendee privacy in some way, because there's no linking of which wallet made which purchase, which would be a bit too creepy. So, but the merchant does get information at the checkout on the normal Shopify checkout. So, like, because they obviously need to know where to ship the products, or deliver them by email, and for billing reasons as well. So, so we just ran through how to buy an NFT ticket. We showed you how it works with the credit card. We got to the thank you page. We then onboarded into the room. We refreshed our balance, and then we had access to our utilities. So this is still pretty early on in the development of our product, and these types of integrations we're doing to make the user experience better for end users trying to get into Web3, or for businesses trying to implement Web3 within the context of their Web2 business. But you can imagine where this is all going to go over the next year or so. Just in a short amount of time, all the little optimizations that can be done to make it even smoother for non-technical people to interact with tokens without even knowing they are interacting with tokens, right? So